day 3. So good morning, it's day 3 and we are going to an ice glacier ride. We're very excited. See you there. So before heading to the ice glacier ride, me and my mom took a tour around the resort that we stayed in over the night. We walked and we saw a bunch of stuff that I really liked. There was a lot of trees and mountains that I could see from the area I was walking on. At first I thought it was just a little road, and then I got surprised when I saw the rest of the things where it was like a little photo booth down there. There was a bunch of flowers and a beautiful mountain view. This resort was located in the midway of the Icefield Parkway between Banff and Jasper. And this resort has its own gas station, gift shop, and fitness center. I bought a pen from the gift shop and we took photos by a bear, and me and my brother splashed water that was near the gift shop. There was a little place that had like a garden area. I noticed that there was like never-ending mountains. Like, I was like, when are these mountains gonna end? And now we're driving to the ice glacier ride. And we're here at the ice glacier ride area. I saw an ice explorer at like the time that we were coming, and I noticed that it's very different from other normal buses because I had never seen an ice explorer before. It was my first time seeing and being inside of an ice explorer. We didn't have to wait in any of the big lines because we booked our ticket online. Here we have a route of where we're going in the bus. Right now, me and my dad are walking to enter the bus. There's a gift shop on the side. We didn't get into the gift shop and buy anything, but we did eventually end up buying something in a different gift shop that was here. We're inside of a normal bus right now, and it was full.
In this tour, but before we begin anything, we must break the ice. You get it? Don't worry, that's going to be the worst joke you've heard all day. My friends, my name is Rocco. Just like the rocks all around us with a big O at the end, I would like to acknowledge that the Columbia Icefield, the Discovery Center, and the Skywalk, they all sit on traditional indigenous ancestral homelands of Treaties 6 and 8, Métis Region 4, as well as the unceded Thompson-Okanagan Territory. For one of the local First Nations, the Stoney people, they taught us their traditional name for that Athabasca glacier up there. Do you folks want to hear it?
Yes.
The Stoney people, they say Chaha Tonga. Okay, we're going to do this all together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Chaha Tonga. Very good. Chaha means ice, and Tonga right now. This road with all these beautiful little flowers around us, this is called the subalpine region. Throughout your journey, you're going to be heading on not one, but two ecoregions. This is one of them. The subalpine region, things get extremely tough. Up here we have mainly only evergreen trees. We have the tough hardy shrubs. We also have the bighorn sheep, the mountain goats. Now, if everybody takes a look on the right-hand side of the bus, there is a forest about 2 o'clock on the side of the mountain. Can everybody see that forest on the side of the mountain? That is called the Ancient Forest. Now, straight up there, we're almost on the same level where those trees stop growing. Everything higher than that is part of the Alpine region. The Alpine region is the toughest climate and terrain in all of Canada. It is made mainly of rocks and ice, but still there are a few plants and animals that make their way up there. Way up there on the mountain tops, we do have the pika. Has anybody ever heard of Pikachu? Yeah. Pikachu lives up there. We also have the marmots and the golden eagles. The Alpine region is home to one of my favorite plants in all of Canada. It is known as Xanthoria elegans. Xanthoria elegans is just a fancy name for a type of lichen. I'll tell you in a second, but first, what bay are we going to?
Basics. Of course, our filtration and pump shed for the water we utilize at the Discovery Centre and camp. Now everyone, the lake, of course, Ripple Lake, looks quite different to a lot of the stereotypical lakes that you find out in Canada. And that is because it's not actually a glacially fed lake. It is instead a groundwater fed geothermal lake. Hence the lack of coloration of blue in the lake, okay? So of course a lot of the lakes in the area are blue because of the rock flour present from the glaciers. This does not get fed by glaciers, hence the difference in color. Now, I did mention it was a geothermal lake as well, so during the winter time, when it hits about minus 30, minus 40 degrees, it can get quite chilly, of course, but this...
And then we got into an Ice Explorer bus. The Ice Explorer bus costs like $10 million or something for one of the Ice Explorer buses. So that's pretty amazing. When I got into the bus, I was so hot. There was no cooler inside of the bus, and the way was very steep, and we went down, and then here we are on the Columbia Icefield on a glacier. I was really excited because this was my first ever time in my whole entire life. Not even when I was a baby. Never in my life I've went to a glacier. So it's my first time going into a glacier, or getting on a glacier, or seeing a glacier, something like that. Whatever that is. There was water by it, and it was like flowing like a stream or a river. Me and my brother was playing in the water, and the water was very cold. We took a bunch of photos. I got very tired of photos, and there was a boundary that we can't go to, and the other side of the boundary was very slippery because we don't want to slip on the ice and hurt ourselves. So, yeah. And from there, they took us to the Skywalk in a normal bus. At the Skywalk, we were walking to the main part of the Skywalk. There was a lot of mountains, and there were animals on the mountains. We didn't see any because we were looking from a very far distance. And we didn't see any golden eagles either. We saw a bunch of animal posters and stuff like that. There was some information about ice glacier, I think. Yeah, it's about ice glaciers. So it could slide, and me and my brother were playing on that. And this is the main thing of the Skywalk. This is why you call it a Skywalk, because you're walking in the sky. Well, basically not. It's glass. It's glass. It's just glass. I was kind of scared. The person who was most scared, nobody was like really scared. The person who was most scared though happened to be my dad, who was the bravest one from the family. So I was like, what? It's usually me who's scared. So, yeah. We took a bunch of photos. Again, you guys, back to the photos. And there's a gift shop. We went to the gift shop, and there's this kind of shiny stone called amolite. We saw a thing about that. It's a type of stone that they get from other stones. And there was a restaurant there. We ate. There was a golden eagle statue. And then we headed to Calgary. So it was a long drive, 4 hours drive to Calgary. We were heading to Tia's house in Calgary. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.